So we're doing the first level?
Yep, transition. Okay. Let's watch the ridiculous cutscene.
Because you haven't let me watch it yet.
Yeah. It makes no sense, and it's honestly not worth it.
Oh, Also, if you haven't noticed already, the camera is zoomed a bit farther out because Metroid Prime does not require that we have the whole screen in view, but this game does. But you would be able to see my cursors on the side.
Mine is the orange one.
And I'm blue. Man, it's been a while since I played this.
Once you get used to the control system, it feels really natural.
Yeah.
You don't really need to look where your cursor is anymore once you get really used to it. It's been a little while since I've played it as well, though, so...
Oh. We also have the volume a bit louder than usual because the biggest part about this game is the music. And without the music, you're missing a lot.
The way that the scoring works is that once you get up to 10 hits in a row, then on the one on the bottom there, it starts making it like 101, 102, 103 times 1, which is what the stage that we're on right now. If the green bar at the top fills up, then it'll be times 2, and then if it does another time, times 3, another time, times 4. If the bottom one fills up, then on a higher setting, it switches all the way back to 1. So it could go from 7 to 1. But if you're on 1, then it brings you down to nether, which basically looks like Pong. And it's basically that's how you can die, is if you fail on that one. It has no music or anything. And unfortunately, we probably will see that screen.
At least once.
I'm not planning on getting Bit.Trip core, just because controlling on the D-pad and having all the things coming from a relatively random area seems a little too confusing for me. It's nice that it kind of leads you into there. As you can see, the combo right now is times 5 plus, I don't know, like 200 and something.
I think we're at 6x combo.
Now 7. We're doing pretty well. We might get a high score.
Which unfortunately is the only way the game saves.
Yeah, there's a glitch in it that it doesn't save after you beat a stage, which it was intended to have it, but instead saves only on the high score, just as a side effect.
Game would, yeah.
As a side effect is the fact that they intentionally put more effort. Oops. They focus more on the saving part. They try to make sure that it will save on the high score, because otherwise what's the point of a high scoreboard that doesn't save? But they forgot to put in the line of code that would have made it so it saves your progress. And now we went all the way down to 1. These are hard to get.
Ah, I can't even see them.
Those purple blocks are hard to see.
We should just done the second stage, because that's the one I'm actually good at, you know?
I'm much better at this game when it's just me. The other controller kind of gets me a little confused sometimes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, makes it easier to beat the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really putting much thought into this because I have a second player backing me up. But yeah, these are bouncing blocks. Yeah, this is another.
Now we can't tell who's who. Okay, I'm down at the bottom.
Those ones that we just saw before are kind of hard to tell where they go, unless you've already gone through the pattern once. But then you kind of get how it moves. It's kind of the last one that stops when it's closest to you is the one that's.
Yeah.
Oh, if you don't get those 4 things, then it won't bring up the stage to this fancy thing like this. It's kind of similar to Res in that sense. I think this game really drew a lot of inspiration from Res, which is another game we'll be doing. Here, this is how we'll teamwork it. You got the bottom one there. This one is really hard to do by yourself just because it's hard to get the timing right.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff going on around the background.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, challenge.
We
get a bonus if we get 10, I think.
It changes depending on the one. This one, it looks like it was 18, the bonus.
You just gotta love the music for this game.
Oh yeah, and if there's anyone out there who plays Team Fortress 2 on PC, I'd appreciate someone to play against besides these normal people.
Oh my god, now there's 4!
Yeah, that one gave us 2 pedals each to do this thing here. And obviously, even with 4 of them, we're still failing that thing.
No!
Well, we got a high score, I think. No, wait, never mind. Well, we placed for a high score, but my high score on this one is like, I think 60,000 or something. Right, 600,000 or something like that. Like, eventually you don't really have to look at it. You don't really have to look at the screen very. I mean, you do, but I mean, it's more like you do it more on feel than what really was coming up. Those white ones follow your cursor, so it's, I think. Nope, never mind.
And that's the end of the first part.